Did you know that Benedict Arnold led troops to Quebec to try to capture it and declare it the 14th colony? Well, now you do. And here's that story. This happened in 1775. Not much notable happened in 1775 aside from the battles of Lexington and Concord and then the Battle of Breeds Hill. A few other battles, but this is one that's really, I don't want to say lost to history, but it's not as famous as some of the other ones. And, partially because we're in America and it was a Patriot loss, but still it's very interesting that this even happened. So it was fall, 1775. Winter was approaching, but America thought that they could capture Canada and make it the 14th colony. Wrong. Benedict Arnold used to be a fiery patriot before he betrayed George Washington, trying to surrender West Point. But I digress. Benedict Arnold pitched a fiery plan to George Washington. Washington greenlit it, and off they went, starting in Newburyport with very bad maps. George Washington trusted Arnold to take about 1,100 men up through the Maine wilderness, link up with General Richard Montgomery's forces, and then storm Quebec. The 350-mile journey was an absolute nightmare. They hauled a 220-pound bateau up the Kennebec River, only to hit rapids and swamps that just swallowed or obliterated their gear and their food. A third of the men turned back, and they took with them most of the supplies. And that left Arnold with 650 men who were all really hungry. And to make matters worse, it started to snow. They slogged through the snow and they ate bark and leather. And a dog, who was among the diehards? Aaron Burr. Yep, that Aaron Burr. What a nightmare. By December 31st, they had officially reached Quebec, which was a fortified city on a cliff. And it was held by 1,800 British soldiers under Governor Guy Carleton. So Arnold teamed up with Montgomery, and together their forces were about 900. And in a hollowing blizzard, they attacked. Montgomery died pretty early on. He was shot in the head. Arnold took a bullet in the leg, but he pressed on. The assault crumbled, hundreds were captured, and Arnold limped away to try to regroup. He did not regroup. It was a brutal failure, over 400 casualties. The sheer audacity stunned the British and bought time for rebellion elsewhere. Arnold's grit earned him a promotion, although his ego would later flip him to the dark side. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay free.